Oh man, I actually was looking at that. I was thinking, man, I might actually want like another Wanderer like that. Anyway, guys, welcome to Wickland game. You could either be watching it here on Tastyspleen TV, but either way, I'm your friendly neighborhood Jahar, and we're going to be covering the ESL playoffs today. We've had 4 solid weeks of just constant games and a lot of players, a lot of activity, a lot of support from ESL to get these games going and get Wickland the much-deserved publicity that it needs, because this game is really growing some legs. It's really getting some real activity, deservedly so. And if they want to actually kind of cater to having these sort of tournaments, the only way they really get real notes on what the game needs is to have these sort of tournaments. So big ups from MadRam, from all the sponsors, from ESL, but it comes down to these final 16 players today. And we're going to be seeing who wins some epic loot. But you're going to be seeing some epic games today, hopefully at least, because these guys are the top 4 from the previous qualifiers. So presumably they've played the game before. So should be good stuff. But looking at brackets already, and we've got a very good mix of players here. And I'm very excited to see these guys get playing. And in fact, it looks like they may be ready to get started here very soon. So I'm going to go ahead and not waste any more time and see what we can get going here. So guys, once again, welcome today. Thank you for joining us. And stick around and chat, because if we have any quiet moments, we may be throwing out some Wickland keys so that you could just hop in and start playing yourself. But, oh, looks like we've already got Weapon and Jack in here. Oh no. Alright, buttons. More buttons. Always more buttons. Alright, now I do have to do a quick thing real quick. Behind cam. Yeah, and I'll be throwing out brackets as soon as I can here. But we've got our first game here underway. We've got Weapon, we've got Jack here in the jail. And it looks like we've got Ramskull in the hands of Weapon so far. He's also got Tass and Ursus, which is a very nice trifecta to have here. He's throwing down some damage on the gold armor as he's picking up that mega health. So he's taken a lot of items away from Jack here. Let's go ahead and take a look at him. Well, he's got grenades, Hanzi, that's the railgun, and Ixie, bit of a plasma gun there. And actually, with those grenades, I mean, he's got so many opportunities to trap, but usually, just like in Blood Run, you're going to be using this room to kind of recover. Looks like Weapon is putting some damage out on him, though, throwing down some rockets. Well, skulls, rather. But now he's going to be in a good place with Ponzo here to do some damage with rails, potentially. Oh, it looks like Juju's not making it. Yeah. Ow. I know we had one guy leave due to some sort of hospital emergency. I'm not sure if it was him or a loved one, but hope everything's all right there. Meanwhile, we've got Weapon waiting for gold armor. Jack's going to be back up at the bronze, coming back into the mega room, but mostly trying to find a quiet way to make his way back into the silver armor room. And I don't really blame him for that at all. I mean, Weapon's going to be coming back up the LG ammo, and he didn't even see him there. Weapon doing insane damage. We've got 3 points of armor left on that Hanzo as he switches back over to Didrik. Just trying to avoid the fight right now. But really, if you've got Hanzo and you've got Didrik, you've got some awesome ingredients to take back the middle room. But it looks like he's getting really involved in the gold armor location, at least, and switching to this Hanzo with only 3 points of armor is incredibly risky. That's not a weapon that he wants to lose at this point. Oh my god, insane damage, and Didrik is knocked out. That's a huge amount of damage on his health as well, down to 55 health. This LG could mean trouble for him here. Unfortunately, he's able to take away 2 25s there. He's down to 1 weapon. We've got about 60 points, well, 160 points of armor on that Neymar. But I was hoping for this Hanzo to pop back up. But this is a really big opportunity for Weapon to actually take things away from him. It looks like he was waiting for LG ammo instead. But that means that Hanzo and Didrik could go back to Jack here. And in fact, he really needs to be making his way back over that side of the map. Oh, but he wants that mega first. I don't know. I'm not sure if I really like that. Losing out on Didrik would be absolutely brutal for him right now. And really, you could use the grenades from Didrik to do an insane amount of damage and completely trap out an opponent who's going for the gold armor or a mega health that they think that they control. But if you have Hanzo, you can attack mega health. If you have Didrik, you can attack gold armor. Simple as that. So now we've got Hanzo at least picked up, but it looks like Didrik is still up on the board. Anybody can take that. We've got that Ram Skull from Weapon doing some damage here. Again, good use of the Tass to do damage with LG as well. But this is actually really bad. Now he has time to leave that room completely, and he might just passively be able to pick up that Didrik if he rocket jumps back up for it. Nope, not going to happen. All right, this is good. He can finally make his way back and get that pickup. Unlike Quake, you know, where getting armor and getting mega is the most important thing, sometimes if you know that you can get a weapon, go get that instead, because a weapon, just getting the pickup, is worth 100 points of armor. It's just as good as getting a gold armor. There's literally no point in picking up a gold armor if you only have that one weapon. And there's others on the board. But he might have assumed that Didrik was already taken away. But man, look at this damage that he's throwing out there. He's landed a couple directly in the face. That Ram Skull's knocked down to 44 points. Switching to it could be relatively dangerous for him right now, as Jack is looking to lay down some pain. But it looks like Weapon is going to be able to get away from there, back up to the teleporter, pop it back top. And this is where we should start seeing this Hanzo used a bit more. And taking a look at pings, they're relatively even, about 60 either way. And I usually play at about, what, like 30 or 40 ping, and I can make fairly consistent Hanzo points. Oh my god, amazing use of that Neymar. Neymar is difficult to use it being a melee weapon, but the damage is incredible. So that was worthwhile, and he's knocked off that Ram Skull. Now he needs to be making his way back to the Ram Skull spawn, or all of that work is going to be for nothing. Yeah, if you knock off a weapon, you need to be able to fight for that weapon. Otherwise, if they pick it back up, congrats. They got the weapon back and the armor. Good LG usage here so far. This is a Hanzo that doesn't really need to be sneaking here, and Hanzo's knocked off. Didrik's going to be in danger as well with only 7 points of armor left over. And yeah, actually, Jack doesn't need to be too worried about giving up or using the human machine gun. It's very useful at range, but that's one thing we really didn't see out of Jack there, is doing either human damage or Hanzo damage at range there. So that's one map down, and unlike the first qualifier that I had the pleasure of covering, we're actually going to be doing best of 3 here, with I think Hanzo Grounds as the tiebreaker. Sorry, I'm still waking up. It's been an incredibly long weekend. But we've got first pickups here. We've got Neymar in the hands of Jack, taking away Ixie as well, and moving his way back into the Meg room. He's actually prioritizing the Tass over the Mega, which is actually correct. However, we've got Ram Skull, Ursus, and Hanzo in the hands, oh my god, of Weapon, and so far so much damage, and getting trapped in this room would be really bad news for him. Unfortunately, he's got that Neymar. He can't potentially make a clean escape. He's got 23 points left on that Ixie, and it's going to be knocked out. 13 points of health left over now. He needs these 225s and the silver armor. So now he's lost out the 2 other weapons that he did have. And they're going to be popping up here, but it looks like, yeah, that Ixie is going to be in the hands of Weapon here. Is it Weapon, maybe? Could be Weapon. Alright, but actually not so bad. He's managed to pick up a Tass and Didrik. Could certainly be worse for him. But Weapon still has a clear advantage here, having with that Ram Skull. And yeah, those stairs make that incredibly difficult to hit with. But so far, pretty good damage there. He's knocked him down to 61 health. Gonna need that Mega popping back to the teleporter. He's waiting for it. But it's not gonna quite be up there. We have Tass taken away. He's looking for the shots here. And I'm kind of amused by that being like the shock rifle. I've never been able to use it all that much, but I'm not much of a UT player myself. Oh, that Tass is going to be knocked off, though. That Didrik's going to be gone as well. 11 health. He needs to get the hell out of there. Wickland is very much a game of, if this fight isn't going your way, get the fuck out. You have nothing else to gain. So he's down to Neymar once again. That Didrik will be coming up as his Tass. Oh my god, he actually manages to stealth in and get that grab. But with only 25 health, he doesn't have anything to back up that fight with. He needs to back up and get that Didrik on the way, but he just passed it by. All right. Maybe he's prioritizing health. Maybe he's prioritizing getting 100 health before going for that Didrik. But no, Didrik's gone now. We heard the pickup from Weapon here. And now he's got 5 of the 7 weapons. And a decent stack as well. So Tass now in the hands of Jack. Tass it's a good weapon for getting the knockback and denying things like an armor or a Mega. But it's going to be very difficult to like just force a fight and use Tass to completely take down an enemy weapon. Tass isn't really for that sort of that constant damage. A bit of attrition, sure. Keeping them off your back, keeping them weak, yeah. But going aggressive and knocking down a weapon completely, that's not really Tass's role. He does have that Neymar, however, and used that to great effect in the last map, despite losing it. But here in Ursa's Fort, he's going to need to make good use of it here. Oh, just begging for that shot on the jump pad. And needs to do some jump pad denial with that Tass. But Tass is once again almost going to be in that danger zone, down to 13 health, and this could be the end of Jack. It's going to be a very quick 2-0 for Weapon there. And as this is the playoffs, he's going to be knocked out of the bracket, out of the running for these top 3 prizes. And I'm going to take a quick look at the campgrounds and see where we're at on the bracket. So very good first games there. Weapons saying those nerds, well, time to warm up. This is the time for that. But let me check out the brackets. I don't know why players are trying to... Oh, no. Whoa, damn it. Did I try to, like, duel him? Damn it. There goes one of my precious points. I thought he was trying to challenge me. Alright. So let's see what else is going on here. I think we're all pretty much in the Amsterdam camp. But so far we've got Ursus waiting in round 2 there. We've got Ash, who got a bye as well. I'm wondering if Juju showed up to play against Alieno there. We've got Noctis and Leron to play as well. Tanguzi and Karwick, Mojos and Idio. Got Karwick playing somebody, must just be in warm-up. Because I don't see Tanguzi yet. We've also got Makey and Detroit. I haven't seen Detroit in a long time. We might need a call from the admins in terms of what the time limit is on a no-show. So it looks like we have a few. But that was a very good first game. I mean, coming into Wickland, and I feel like I'm going to be like the major proponent for everything that Wickland stands for, because I really do love the entire idea of having a game that's just about trapping, just about, you know, taking incremental chunks out of your opponent until you can kind of tip that balance. It's not about the one fight. It's about, you know, having a little bit of a scuffle, breaking off, seeing what you can control, coming back in, having another little scuffle, and then just having that entire dynamic. And it's really prevalent here in Wickland. It's really strong because of the one weapon at a time dynamic, the armor mechanics, and the one frag. It really changes the entire feel of everything. And I feel like some players don't quite get that yet. I'm still seeing some moments where they have an opportunity to leave a fight, but they think, oh, this is like a 10-minute game, and I can, like, just take this fight. No, it's one frag. If you get killed, you're dead. That's it. So get the fuck out of a fight if you can't win it. So it really changes the entire dynamic, and I hope that people will clue into that a little bit more. I probably should have signed up, actually. I feel like I could swing this. All right, but let me see if I can find a game here. In fact, let me check some other camps real quick to make sure that there's nobody else anywhere else. Yeah, it looks like this is Amsterdam. Okay. I'm looking at some of that, like these win-loss ratios, and I'm like, man, I need to catch up. I got 44 and 6. Okay, so do we have any matchups available? All right, so Jack was just knocked out by Weapon. So we're looking for the winner of Makey and Detoy. Are either of them in the server? Don't see them, actually. Yeah, you're right, actually. Looking at Ursus' win-loss record, it doesn't look like he's played all that often in the intervening weeks. There's been a few patches just for like little fixes and things. I appreciate, though, that Madram hasn't done anything like really drastic during the course of the Cup. Like, it's tempting to like see something and be like, oh yeah, we could totally change this right now, and kind of ride the hype of the cup to like promote the update. But it's better for the players if the game's like the same throughout. I think they made the right choice there. Now after the cup, I'm sure there's going to be like a really big patch. I'm quite excited for that. And if Johan's going, oh shit, that's not a bad idea, then yeah, do that. Okay, so still looking for a game here. Carwick's in warm-up. I really do like how the models reflect which weapon you use more. Now, one complaint that I'm hearing, I mean, this has always been a part of Quake, is that spawns are random, and because it's a one-frag game, spawns are really important. Yeah, I mean, your spawn will kind of determine which weapons you have initial access to. And I guess in Wickland it's a little bit more important than it is in Quake, but I think there's a few things that could really change that entire dynamic. So, my, like, amateur suggestions are spawn with a little bit more health, like spawn with 125 or 150 and have that rot down to 100. That would minimize the possibility of having, like, a first-minute fight, you know, turn into the entire game and just having somebody get, like, spawn with grenades or something. Also, maybe having some system to have some control over your initial spawn. I mean, with two players, if they both want the same spawn, I'm not really sure how that would work. You could have a coin flip for spawns and then flip it like in Huni mode, like halfway through the game or something. I don't know. Not sure there's a really good solution for that yet, but maybe having less... I don't know. I'm fine with it as it stands currently. Let's try to address some of the complaints that people have. Even though, you know, Quake players will complain about anything. We will. We have Snicklefritzer who just topped on. I don't think he's actually in the cup, though. Okay, so looking for another match here. We've got, like, exactly half the bracket here. 10-second clan arena countdown before you can get any weapons? Maybe. Maybe. I don't know. I'm on the fence about that one, Neeple. I can see the benefit of it. I don't know. Part of me kind of likes the deterministic, hey, you got this spawn, deal with it. I think that really, like, emphasizes the ability of a player to come back from a spawn that he may not like. But the entire, like, goal of this sort of... Here, let me see if I can... The entire goal of this thing here is to kind of emphasize... you know, having a favored weapon, and if your favored weapon would play into what you're able to spawn with at the beginning, I think that would kind of, like, have some thematic consistency. I just noticed that, like, Ixie has, like, tattoos all over his arms. That's cool. Let's see. Dooba-dooba-dooba-doo. Alright, so we've got... Let me see if that game's been reported yet. To refresh these brackets. I have no idea how teams would work in this. I mean, this is really a big departure in attempting to make this a little bit more like a fighting game, where it is like the first to one. So, I don't know. It feels like there's been a lot of, like, concessions made to making it really work for Duel and really trying out this new idea, and I think that's cool. Making that work in TDM... I don't know, man. Like, shared weapon pools, or... I have no idea. Or maybe like shared armor pools, something like that, where you're sharing like one weapon pool. I don't know. I have no idea if something like that would even work at all. Alright. Snicklefritzer is apparently somebody, because he's looking for Carwick. Or is that Tanguzi? Let me see if that's him. If it is, I'll be happy. Oh, he's Mars. Okay. Well, damn. You're not the one I wanted, then. Shit, I could start taking these guys. I'm, like, tempted. Alright, so Idio's waiting for Mojo's. Yeah. And then the winner of that will be playing against Ursus, who is here. We got Jack ready. We got Raz here. Idio. Okay. So we should have some of these guys joining up here pretty soon. I'm going to take a quick break, just to say thanks to our sponsors. We got OCZ X2, X squared, and AOC providing a lot of hardware for the winners today. We've got a AOC 24-inch 144 hertz monitor for first place. We've got an OCZ SATA SSD for second place. I'm not sure how big it is. We've also got a headset and a pad for the third place winner, thanks to X2. So very cool there. But yeah, I'm going to cut to them real quick as we find some players. Catch you guys on the flip side. Coffee is a wonderful thing. Especially this early. I know it's noon, but yeah. Okay, so it looks like the admins just closed down some matches to account for some of the no-shows, so awesome. We're on a roll. So I'm going to refresh my bracket here and see what we've got. Assuming I'm looking at the right bracket. I know it was like updated recently. Make sure I'm looking at the right thing here. Yeah, I believe so. I know last time I did this, there was some confusion about the bracket links, but it looks like we'll have our games actually going off here pretty soon. We've got some more dudes here, and we do have an admin in the server now as well. So as soon as we get some of these buys arranged, we will have our quarterfinals actually. So let me go ahead and update that real quick. There we go. So that would leave us, I believe, with Ash, Alieno, Noctis, I'm not sure if Leiron is here, Karwick, Idio, Ursus, is Makey here? Makey or D-Toy? I didn't see them. And Weapon, who did take his first game. We did have a game. Oh, wait. We've got one between Ursus and Idio. Nice. We're going to do this thing. Awesome. Let's check that out. There we go. All right. We're now officially in this thing. It looks like I came in a little bit late. I didn't catch that match getting started right when I wanted to. But we've got Ursus, Hanzo, Ixie, and Neymar in the hands of Ursus here. Over on Idio's hands, we've got Tass, Didrik, and Ramskull. So a pretty even split of weapons right now. We've got Idio with plenty of Mega and actually quite a lot of armor for all of his weapons right now. And it's one of the nice sort of automatic rubber banding that the game has, is that the more weapons you have, the more armor you have to maintain. But man, excellent use of Ramskull there. Knocked down to 40 points, but able to get the recovery on the gold armor. And we've had a ton of damage go towards Ursus there, whose own Ursus has been knocked down significantly. Down to 20 points, but he's going to be waiting a long time for this gold armor if he wants to be here. Fortunately for him, he's able to take that Neymar back, as well as the Mega health. So it's not a huge change in weapons there, but man, all that damage on Ursus is going to keep him from using that for a little while. It's going to give Idio massive priority in the middle room as well. He can fight for this next gold armor fairly effectively if he shows up. Bit of a beatdown going here. We have a switch to Neymar. If he loses it, not a huge deal, but the damage he can get out of it is insane. Oh, and Ursus is knocked down. Down to 66 health for Idio, though. Took a lot of damage in that fight. He's able to take away that gold armor at the very least. We have Mega back in the hands of Ursus, however. Ursus the player, not Ursus the weapon. I know it can be a little confusing. Bear with me. Or ape with me, or whatever animal you prefer. But we've got Ixie take... Oh, you could do that? You could use the splash damage to do that sort of hop? Oh, that's cool. I didn't even know that. That's neat. Okay. Maybe it's a good thing I didn't join the tournament, because I didn't know that trick. Now I feel like a scrub. But Idio's taken a lot of advantage here. Being able to knock that Ursus off is a huge setback for Ursus. He's got a lot of armor for almost all of his weapons. Good use of Tass here. We have that Neymar back on priority. It's going to be a lot of damage on this Mega. It's going to be a missed opportunity for Idio, though, but the damage is good. So even though... Oh, no, that Hanzo! He actually pulled that Hanzo off. Oh, my God. Ursus taken that. Just barely. Holy shit. Did he get that Hanzo knocked off right after he got the shot in as well? That's cool. Oh, that's neat. Look at Idio, though. He's got 330 and 178, though. It's a major fight over that Mega. I knew that was going to be like a good opportunity for Idio, and he went for it. I don't blame him for going for it. He lost the item, but he did so much damage to Ursus there. But that last Hanzo shot, that really nailed it in. Beautifully done. That was a really close fight, too. Where'd he go? Did they go to different... What? Alright, there they are. Alright. Yeah, that plasma hop might be a little bit useless, but it's certainly better than... if you don't have the speed off of the jumps and you don't have... if you don't have Ramskull, I mean, it's really your only option for making that jump really guaranteed. I mean, the distance there is just rough enough that... Unless you have the speed, it's kind of tricky to make that hop. Yeah, we know Ursus. Oh my God. Map vote? I don't know. Oh wait. Yeah, map vote. Now we're just trying to figure out the right string to put in for the map vote. Derp. There we go. Yeah. Oh, I was right too. Awesome. I like being right about things like that. Cool. You gotta actually like vote. There you go. Now actually vote it. Oh man, what did he bind to Oh, did he fuck up his binds? Oh, that's awesome. Okay. So he's going to come back in here, presumably, and we're going to get this proper done. But yeah, that plasma jump, I was mostly just impressed that you can do it at all, which is pretty neat. Now, jumping to Mega from either the teleporter or from the Ursus ammo opposite the Neymar, that can actually really come in handy. Because if you don't have the speed for it, it can be a little bit ambiguous. If you don't make it just right, you end up clipping that ledge just in an annoying way. Alright, but we should have video. There he is. Cool. Alright, we're back here in Hansa grounds. I'm still kind of getting used to this. Damn it. Behind you. Tab completion, motherfucker. Alright. There. Alright, so this map I'm still kind of getting used to. It is really big, and it can be really slow. Traveling with weapons can be a little bit rough, but I'm starting to get a hang of it. You've got this room with Tass down below, Ursus up top, and that silver armor. The teleporters, there's a lot of them, and I still don't know exactly where all of them go, but you've got a very quick one back over to gold armor here, and you've got Ixie up here. And of course you have the main central room of the donut with mega health. Nice damage there. Didrik surviving that with only 2 points on it, but made good use of it so far. He's going to have to switch either to Ixie or Tass here in order to make this fight work for him, though. Man, he's really just pushing it in, and yeah, that spread attack on Ixie can actually be really effective at close range. It's mostly just to create that distance. Here's Mega up, and even with the switch over to Didrik, he doesn't get it knocked off. Back over in Idio's view, though. Oh my god. There goes that Didrik. Insane amount of damage there. Those shots are just so satisfying, too. That puts Didrik up on the table, and Ursus only has the Ixie and Tass now. Not my favorite weapon set for trying to take weapons back. You really need something a little bit more bursty. But it looks like almost everything else is going to be in Idio's hands. There's that Didrik. So we've got a 5-2 weapon split. So really, he needs to be like abusing his machine gun a little bit more often here. Especially like on this gold armor. Yeah, switch. Ah, okay. That was pretty good damage with that LG. That was sort of worth it. I mean, he knocked down the gold armor that Ramskull picked up. And his Ursus is down at 36 points. So, sure. That was cool. But yeah, that Ramskull is still going to be incredibly useful. There goes that Ixie. He's down to 1 weapon. So Ursus is definitely in the danger zone here. Ursus is up by a single map at this point, but if he loses this, of course we would go into a tiebreaker. Back over at Ursus Fort. But really, yeah, he needed to be switching to that machine gun a long time ago. That fight coming into gold armor, I would have resisted the urge to walk up to the gold armor itself and just do some damage with that machine gun. Because look, it's actually still fairly effective. But right now, Idio has all but 1 weapon. And yeah, this is gonna be game here. He gives it up so easy though. Like, oh, I'm down to 2 weapons. I'm just gonna like give it up. Alright, so that'll tie it up 1-1. Idio did some really good damage there, though. And again, Ursus just attacking that. I don't know. He could have done a much safer attack with just machine gun. You have the vantage point to make it work there. Alright, so they're going to vote into Ursus Fort here in just a second. I do really like the ambience of the entire game, though. It's actually got some real personality to it. I'm a spectator. I shouldn't have to vote. We've got 2 yes votes. Okay. All right, so here we go. Final match here between Ursus and Iodo, yeah. And we're going to be watching Iodo out of the gate with that Tass spawn. Making his way very quickly back over to the gold room. What? He wanted that Ixie first? I don't know. If you're going to commit to the gold room, like, get the gold, sure, but then, yeah, get that Ram Skull, get that Ursus. I mean, those are the most important things in that room. This room, it really is OP. But you've got Hanzo and Silver Armor in this room. Ooh, nice damage dealt out there so far. Oh, but man, the Didrik grenades, absolutely good damage. Oh, but he loses his own Didrik to his own damn grenades. Good job there. What the fuck? Ursus takes that with that Neymar and Didrik. And that'll be Ursus moving forward in the bracket. Idio getting knocked down. Really fast game there. That was, jeez. Really insane. All right, GG there, and I'm going to be updating the bracket here and going into the next one, so stay tuned, dudes, as we continue our games here with the ESL playoffs. And we're well into our round of 8. We've got one more game here to play. I think it's going to be Detroit and Weapon. Let me make sure that we've got these players. We've got Weapon. Let me ping and see if he's around. So yeah, the fact that the games can go that fast means if the fight isn't worth fighting, get the fuck out of the fight. It means you have to be really careful about your positioning. And if you can't punish a Neymar with, like, an Ursus and a Ram Skull, you're doing it wrong. Especially Ursus at that range. Like, I feel like some players are just wanting to, like, prioritize Ram Skull because, hey, rocket launchers do everything, right? But the damage on Ram Skull is actually kind of, like, fairly nerfed compared to, like, Quake 3 or Quake Live. So you have other weapons that are better for those really close range opportunities. So, there we go. Let me see if Detroit's coming around. But yeah, that's the moral of the story. Fucking run if it's not going your way. Get the fuck out of there. So Detroit messaged Weapon on ESL asking if Weapon was here. Weapon's been in the server like all day. So I don't know where Detroit is. Alright, but we've got Ash and Alieno, apparently. Gonna go check that out. Cool. Alright. I'm not sure what the map scores are at this point. But here we are in Ixie Jail. Ursus is doing some really good damage against that Ram Skull. Very good use of the corners. Very nice pop as well. But he doesn't really have much more reason to be here. He's in danger of losing... Yeah. In danger of losing that Ram Skull. And he lost out on the gold armor as well. So that's a Tass, Ursus, and Ixie in the hands of Alieno. Ash is taking away that silver armor. Trying to back up out of here. Very good use to the teleporter. And good use of Neymar just to diss a fucking peer. He's at 55 health, though, making things kind of rough for him. He's got plenty of armor for that Neymar. I would be stacking that armor up on that Didrik, though, or Ram Skull, or Hanzo. Holy shit, he's got good weapons. They're just so weak that it's so dangerous to use them. Oh, close opportunity there for Alieno. But Ash is going to be down in this gold armor. He wants something to bolster up his weapons, but just by being down there, he's putting them at major risk. Fortunately, he's got the Hanzo, so he doesn't have to worry about a rail from up above. Oh, good hit there. I've won games before just by, like, chaining 4 rails together. I mean, it's totally doable. I think this is my general response to nice play against that Tass. That's my general response to, oh my god, the game's broken because I can hit 4 rails and win. Well, fucking don't be in a place where you can be hit by 4 rails. Oh my god, really nice Ursus. And good switch up with the Ixie there, too. Just awesome weapon usage. But man, this Hanzo against Dash is just being extremely effective as well. So a lot of fighting back and forth here. Mega's going to be up, and Ash is going to be able to get that grab. I'm sorry, Alieno's going to get that grab. I do need, like, names on the player that I'm currently spectating, I think. That would come in handy. Alright, but Alieno taking a lot of damage here. Good use of machine gun, but he's down to 65 health, has to go back to the silver armor room. It's usually pretty safe back there. You can usually take that silver and make use of the health and Tass ammo there as well. But weapons are fairly evenly split here. Ash definitely has a bit of an advantage here, however. Especially since he's keeping the really trappy weapons away from Alieno. Yeah, he has enough armor to make use of his Ram Skull here. This could be useful. With the switch up to Ursus, this could be dangerous for him. He's got armor on that Ursus, now he just needs some health. Yeah, take the bronze, take the vials. Actually, I would have taken... tomato, really. He needs to get out of there, though. He can't be running around with only 20 points of armor on his Tass. Meanwhile, oh man, Ash has really been able to stack back up. This is nice for him. He's got, yeah, that gold armor available. He's got Mega available as well. He can pop through the teleporter, get some real speed. But no! That rail out of nowhere didn't have the health or the armor to hold it down. Right out of the teleporter, and one Hanzo shot will do it. Ash taking that map. Let me see if that was the first one. Is that Ash's first one? Guess so. So we're going to be moving into map number 2 here. Back on the Ursus Fort. Really my favorite map here. Fight! Alright, so we've got Tass in the hands of somebody. Alright, we got Ash with Neymar only. So Tass in the hands of Alieno. But he's got Hanzo, he's got Ursus, and his Ram Skull really... He picked up Ram Skull, but not Ursus? Okay. That's an interesting choice, but he's got weapons to keep Ash back here. He can do some real damage, but that Hanzo's going to be dangerous for him, just like it was in the last map. So he's going to be giving that up, and still making good use of that Hanzo. Oh, nice hit. And yeah, going up that jump pad, just as dangerous here as it is in Quake 3. If your opponent has rail, be really careful about those jump pads. This is good. He's got Ram Skull, he's got Didrik, he can punch the fuck out of him here. He's gonna have to escape back through the gold armor entryway, and good use of switching up to Tass there. That was the right choice, but his damage output wasn't quite as impressive as it could have been. This is good. Like, use that Didrik. That Ursus should be hurting. There's no way that he can be holding on to this Ursus. What? Down to 68? That's it? He had so many weapons going for him there, and he took, like, almost no damage. My god. Alright, so his Hanzo's finally down to 10. But he's down to 33 health. You've got weapons. Oh, nice. That Tass is going to knock him down to 9 HP. He's got a bit of Neymar ammo left to run away. And he's trying to run away. He's going to get away. But this is good. It means that some weapons will be back up on the board. That Didrik, rather. But oh no. It looks like Alieno was able to get away with that after all. I'm sorry, Ash was able to get away with that. Sorry, names are confusing apparently. So that puts us at 3 weapons for Alieno here. But he's got armor on Tass. He's got not a whole lot on Ram Skull or Ixie. So Ash has a bit of an advantage here. He's been able to get his health back up. Good use of the corner. Using that splash damage effectively. The only real splash damage that Ash has available to him is that Didrik. Nice! Beautiful Hanzo shot. Those really go a long way to keeping your opponent down. And yeah, as soon as they go into the bronze armor room, you have the real opportunity, if you have the upper ground, to keep them out there and really punish. I mean, this is really good out of Alieno here. But inevitably, they're going to find out that the only way out is to go through the gold armor room, and you need to be able to cut that off. If you get too attached to damaging them there, you're going to lose out on the gold armor room and the gold armor. Alright, so Alieno not going for the bait of that jump head just yet, wants to get that gold armor. He's so weak, though. He's only got like 100 points left on his Ixie here. Oh, and yeah, Didrik is going to be flooding that spawn completely, and he's just going to give it up now. He could trade that off with a Mega, but man, his weapons just aren't all that usable right now. Yeah, having to take away that bronze armor is generally a bit of a pisser. He's got like a really good opportunity to use Ram Skull useful here. Oh my god. What? Did he get that shot anyway? Yeah, okay, good. Using that Ixie, he'll do the damage. Just because you have the weapon advantage doesn't mean you have the health advantage. So good use out of Alieno there. That'll tie it back up. And that means we're going to have our final map here on Hanzo grounds. They should be ready up here in just a second. There we go. So good tight game here so far. And it just shows that, you know, no matter what the situation, you really have to be aware of the fights that you're getting into. Getting in close range is just leaving a lot up to chance. If you have an advantage, use your advantage. But that doesn't mean, hey, throw away all of your positional and you know, weapon advantage. And yeah, Ixie will fuck you up at that range. No doubt. So, initial games here, we've got Alieno in the hands with Hanzo, Ixie, Didrik, and Ursus. He's about to take away gold armor as well. I don't know. He didn't have too many opportunities for damage there. Ashe is doing okay here. Oh, but again, the Hanzo being used incredibly effectively here on Hanzo grounds. That's the whole point of having the maps have these weapon themes, is giving advantage to these weapons, putting focus on them. And is it any wonder that Ursus Ford is my favorite map, being an Ursus player? I really like that entire theming of it, where your map of preference could very well tie in with your weapon of preference. So, that's cool. So, pretty good health on both of them right now, but I don't know. He's got Tass, he's got Ramskull, but not a whole lot else. There's actually a weapon still up on the board. What is it? It's, oh no, he just lost out all of his armor on his human side. Okay. It means it just doesn't show up there anymore, but you still have human. You can never lose human. He just doesn't have any armor on it. So all the weapons are taken. And yeah, this is where you have these moments in this map where you don't really see each other for a while. Oh, but here's the play for the gold armor. Ashe is up top, looking to rain down the pain. Is he going to commit to it? Yes, he is. He had to know while dropping that he wasn't going to get the grab. So, you know, use your splash on your Tass, use your rockets, your skull rockets. You know, do some damage there. But don't overcommit. Don't overcommit the game. If you overcommit, you're dead. Alright, so, gonna be a play here for Mega Health pretty soon. Oh, no, Mega was actually just taken a little bit ago. This is actually working out okay for him. He's doing good damage with Tass, keeping, his Twinkle Toes on game. Avoiding all those grenades, really good work, while keeping the constant DPS up with that Tass. Alieno now on the run. He's going to be able to take away that Mega, but the Ramskull is making short work of it. So actually that was a really good play out of Ashe there. He didn't really get a whole lot, but he kept Alieno off his back. That jump sound is just so lovely. Mwah! And by the way, the health potions straight out of Hexen are just brilliant. People keep, you know, relating this to Hexen, including MadRam Software, and I can obviously see why, but really I could see this having some real similarities to the way Quake World was before, you know, bright skins were a thing, before bunny jumping was really a thing. To the extent that it is today. I mean, there was a long period where the metagame evolved and changed so much, but this is really harkening back to, and I keep bringing this up, but Red Annihilation, you know, go back and watch that game with Thresh. The game was really played differently back then, especially on that E1M3. Nice Hanzo, taking a hefty chunk out of that Ramskull. And yeah, if you have that Hanzo, I mean, yeah, make good use of it. Make sure that you know which quadrant of the map that they're moving to and punish every time they either cross one of those doors or move into the middle area. If you have the Hanzo, you should be owning that middle area. You should have priority on that Mega. But of course, just like any good map, you have to give up position to get that Mega. He can actually, yeah. Yeah, Didrik is a good choice here. Yeah, he's just going to have to leave it now. He's down to 1 point on this Ramskull. Now, I wouldn't mind. I'm going to keep mentioning this because I still think it's a decent idea. If you have a weapon that's down to like 20 points of armor or less, then it'll rot down to 0 like armor would over 100. That way, you can't just have 1 point on a weapon and just hoard it away. It still means that, you know, if you want to bolster that weapon back up, then, you know, you have to switch to that weapon, making it vulnerable. However, if it's a weapon that you don't really use all that much, then you're just effectively removing it from the game. So, I think it would be worthwhile to see that rot in effect. Johan, if you're watching, I still think that's a good idea, bro. I'm still going to vouch that. Anyway. 26 points up now for that Ramskull. Still a little bit too risky to use, and Alien is going to be making good use of the map control there. He's got priority on that gold armor. And now it's actually Ash being the Hanzo player who has to kind of go into hiding a little bit. I'm sorry, Alien, who's the Hanzo player, having to go into hiding a little bit more and try to do damage with that. He's got that Mega, though. Ash's options are a little bit more limited. He doesn't really have a good long-range weapon. The Tass LG is actually, like, fairly long-range, but, yeah, especially against that Hanzo, there's not a whole lot he can do. He can take away more Neymar ammo there. And you heard, actually, the teleporter exit. Oh, yeah, he's down to 28 health. He's on the run. Needs to just stay out of this, but that Mega's tempting but risky. Now, if your opponent goes into Neymar Cloak, you haven't automatically lost sight of them just yet. And I know that the Hanzo Rail Trail isn't quite drawing correctly. But still, 26 health, and he was able to come back from that. He's now on top of this gold armor. And I like this upper platform on the gold armor. You can either dive in and commit to that gold armor and try to go for it, or if you decide that it's not worth it, you can still do a lot of damage with it. Or just don't do anything at all. I mean, he had Ram Skull. Did he not have rockets for it? Like, do damage. Make him hurt. Punish that. It's not like your opponent really has a good way of damaging you back unless they're able to be really effective with their grenades and throw those balls up there. Oh, they're going to be meeting just on the exit of the silver armor room. Bit of a lost opportunity for Alieno, though. And once again, guys, we're currently tied on the maps. This is the tiebreaker. The winner of this map will be going forward in the playoffs. The loser will be dropping out completely. And our next round is indeed the semifinals, so this is a vital match for both of these guys. But more Mega for Alieno here. Ash, he's still got Ramskull. He's still got plenty of Tass and Neymar. Needs to really tap that Tass, though. Alright, and yeah, the armors do make a sound when they spawn up. And now he's got plenty of armor on. Oh, that Hanzo shot just completely negated that gold armor, but he's still got ammo and enough armor to justify using that Ramskull. Nice. Silver armor taken away. Switching that over to Tass and making pretty good use of it. But again, Tass, the damage on Tass is relatively light. Oh, close range Hanzo's going to be able to take him down. And that shotgun from Ursus, a perfect finish off there. Beautifully capped off. Ursus needs to be used a hell of a lot more. I love Ursus so much. But Alieno will be winning that best-of-3 matchup moving forward into the playoffs right here on the ESL, well, finals for our Wickland Cup. So I'm going to be looking for another round here in just a moment. Let me refresh my brackets. And it looks like we've got Ursus and Weapon ready to play. Let me see if we can find them. There we go. Alright, so it looks like we're well into Hanzo Fort here. There we go. But it looks like things are just starting up. We've got Ursus and Hanzo in the hands of somebody. In the hands of Ursus. Okay. We've got Neymar and finally that Ramskull. He must have assumed it was already taken, but man, yeah, look for that Ramskull. Oh, beautiful Hanzo shot. Avoid the fights this early in the game. Oh my god. Oh, dude, you're dead. You're fucking, you're toast. You're done. Ursus, GG. What? What? Oh my god, the Didrik and the Ixie. Ugh. Don't overcommit to fights. How many times do I have to say it? Don't overcommit to fights. All right, is this going to be another map here? Okay. I thought Ursus was dead there, but he had Didrik, he had Ixie. And yeah, the close range damage there. If your opponent has those weapons, be careful how close you get. Like, straight up. Don't fuck around. This is not a plus forward game. This game is hiding in the tall grass. This game is, you know, sneaking around corners. This game is doing ninja damage on items. And yeah, from time to time, dive in on a Mega or an Armor because you need it. But then get the fuck out of there. Oh, man. Alright, so Ursus actually took that first map. decent damage with Didrik there, and he's got plenty of health, but now he's knocked off so many weapons. He's only got that Ram Skull. Still plenty of health, however. And once again, all the armor in this is like 80%, so armor is almost as good as health. Good opportunity with the Ram Skull there, but Ram Skull just wasn't the right weapon for that. Yeah, he really needed Neymar in that situation. Oh, but his Neymar immediately gets railed down to 36. Oh, this is rough. He uses Mega to stay alive, yeah. But here's the thing. If you have the advantage in both weapons and stack, you know, use that advantage. Like, go for it. Like, be on the prowl. Be aggressive. If you don't have the advantage, fucking hide. You know, some Quake-like games are kind of like both players sort of are even on stack or even on lethal capability. Like Quake Live, like, it's really easy to get weapons in Quake Live. You can both be able to do the same amount of damage in a very short amount of time off of a spawn in Quake Live. If you both show up to red armor, you can both do the same amount of damage output. Now, likely one of you has more of a stack, so one of you can take more damage, but your damage output ability is relatively equal. In games like Quake World and Wickland, where, you know, it's very likely that one guy's going to have a weapon and the other guy's not, your damage capabilities are really, you know, much less even-handed. So you need to take that into account. Oh, nice use of Neymar. Neymar for the win. Ixie's still got it, though. He's looking to do this close-range damage. He's down at 77, 74 for, oh my god. Ursus going to be able to take that with Neymar. Awesome. Good job there. And that'll be 2-0 Ursus. Yeah, cool. So Ursus is still in this thing, and he's going to be going into the grand final. Let me update my, my document here, actually, because we've seen a lot more games go a lot quicker here. We've still got one more round of 8 game to go, I believe, though. We've still got one more semi. It's going to be Noctis and the winner of... That was actually Ash who took that, I think. Alieno, actually. Alright, so we've got one more semifinal to go, but Ursus is in the slot for the grand final. Yeah, there we go. Alieno and Noctis here. Am I by myself? Or where's Alieno? Oh no. So what's happening? Did I fuck it up? Ursus is waiting for it. Where's Noctis? There's Alieno. Where's Noctis? There we go. There we go. Cool. Ah, damn it. Okay, so jumping into this match here. Again, I'm not sure how far in we are, but we've got 2 weapons for somebody. We got Alieno and Noctis here for the semifinal. We got Alieno with Didrik, Ramskull, and Tass. Ursus in the hands of Noctis, however. And yeah, Ursus is incredibly useful in this map, especially down at the gold armor and mega health. Definitely something you want to abuse. But he's making some headway with that Hanzo, just trying to back up and take some parting shots. But his Ixie's incredibly weak. So 3-4 split here as far as weapons goes. There's 7 weapons to pick up, so it's a useful metric to know who has what weapons and who has how many weapons. Because also, weapons are armor. So you can pretty much like switch your armor sets at will. You can have 100 armor, get knocked down to 50, and then switch to another one with 100. So it works out fairly well that way. And so I guess this is our semifinal now, so I'll update that. There we go. So a quiet moment here. He's looking for him with that Ursus, but man, gets surprised by a Didrik grenade. Good use of Tass, though. And that Mega's going to be knocked off and picked up by Alieno. A lot of damage taken by Noctis at that point. Alieno is going to be looking very good here indeed, even though he's got fewer weapons. And that really ties into the entire feel of the game. You're not trying to kill your opponent outright. You're trying to deny him resources, deny him weapons, take options away from him. And you're also subsequently taking stack away from him because those weapons are also armor. So, I love this game. So one solid weapon for him here. Making good use of Didrik and Ramskull, but he needs to be careful since they're so vulnerable one Hanzo shot out of Noctis would take them down, but Hanzo's only down to 9 points of armor on Noctis's end. And he's going to be trying to bolster that up, trying to make good use of that. So again, still fairly even on the weapons. And actually, Ramskull, Didrik, and Tass is not a bad mix to have. You're applicable in a lot of situations that way. I'm really happy that we've seen a lot of Neymar usage out of these guys. Because, yeah, the damage is incredible. Good use of that Ursus, too. Knocked off that Didrik. Now, here's the thing. Is that Alien or Noctis? Yeah, Noctis can actually try to go aggressive Didrik. See, okay. This is the sort of thing that makes me think that they don't really get the game yet. Like, if you knock a weapon off your opponent, you've done damage, you've taken armor away from them. If they're able to get that weapon back, congrats. That fight was pointless. I mean, it might not be pointless in the way that you're able to use the fact that they're going for that weapon to make sure that you've still got control of Mega and Gold armor, but I would still argue that 9 times out of 10, it's more important to make sure that you're putting pressure on that weapon. Oh my god, that Ursus burst up into the air, floating him even more to deny that Mega health. Beautiful Ursus usage out of Noctis, but still good Ramskull here. Yeah, I'm just going to be going both ways. About 200 points of armor left for Alieno. Noctis has a bit more, but not too much, actually. He has a lot more health, though. I don't know why they're fighting like this. Like, switch to Ursus. Switch to Ursus. Got no more armor. Oh my god. That was weird. These players don't know the game. I could take these dudes. 4 points left for this Didrik, though. This Didrik's about to die. Oh my god, and there's the Hanzo. Why were they fighting over Tass? Why? Like, leave. Go get weapons. Go get other weapons. So, GG there. Let's see if that was 1-0. Cool. Alright, so we got 1-0 for Noctis here. But yeah, if you're in a bad situation, go leave. Leave the situation. Go get another weapon. GG. Alright. So Didrik in the hands of somebody here. Have to rely on seeing the other player through somebody else's eyes. There we go. Alieno with Didrik, Hanzo, and Neymar. Needs to switch to Neymar here. Oh, but he's got Hanzo as well. Nice. And that Ixie. And Ursus. Oh my god. So we've got, what, like a 5-2 split? Oh, no, but that Didrik is knocked off. So that means that he has to go get it. Alright, yeah, go for the jump pad. Gold armor first, sure. I don't know about this, though. This is a long way to go back for that Didrik. And Didrik may be trapped. Noctis may be trying to go for it. Yep, Noctis controls it. Went from 2 weapons to 3. This is how you get back in the map. And that's what I really like about, like, the narrative of it. And it's why I look forward to, like, broadcasting more Wickland, where if you have a guy with 2 weapons and he makes it up to 3, that is, like, a milestone in the match. You know, things have turned around for the better in his favor in a very concrete way. It's a lot less fluid than it is in, like, Quake, where that situation can change, you know, from one moment to another. Here, it's, like, a really deliberate sort of glacial, you know, I went from having just 2 weapons to having 4. Now things are really going in my favor. And if you have 7 weapons and your opponent doesn't, then fuck them up. You win the game. But because it's the first frag, you're not going to be wasting 10 minutes, hopefully. You could just, you know, take advantage of the fact that you have that advantage and go into the next map. Anyway, Alieno coming back into silver armor, but again, being trepidatious about it. He had Didrik. I mean, I would have switched over to Didrik there. You can delay your shots a little bit more and really block off that entire corridor. The Didrik grenades have insane splash damage as well. But good damage out of that Ramskull so far. He's denying himself using any other armor. He's lost armor on human. He's got plenty of Ursus. Like, fucking switch to Ursus. This game is beast, if you get my meaning. This is Ursus Fort, though. Like, use Ursus. Alright, not bad usage of the Hanzo alt fire. Don't hurt yourself with it, though. Each one of those bolts actually does hurt quite a bit. Alright, so he's got Hanzo, he's got Ursus, and Ixie. This is not a bad situation for Alieno. He just needs to make hits with it. Oh. Waiting for Mega's not going to be a good thing to do, though. Oh my god. Oh. Loses out as Ixie, gets the Mega, but lost out so much armor. Not worth it. Not worth it. Alright, he's taking away 50 armor for that Neymar. He still has Ursus, though. Like, Ursus it up. Ursus is amazing. This is not a bad place for Hanzo, actually. Get in the one shot. All you need is the one. One and leave. One and leave. Or commit and go full on Ursus. You know, push in on that armor. You have that opportunity. Oh, nice use out of that. Well, I'm sorry. I thought it was actually Neymar who did the damage, but nope, not going to happen. GG there, and it's going to be Noctis taking it 2-0 and moving into the grand final. So it looks like we have a grand final between Ursus and Noctis. So guys, stay tuned, get ready, get hyped, because our final matchup is coming your way right here on Tastyspleen TV/Wickland game between Ursus and Noctis. I'm sorry, we still have a semifinal. Derp. I'm sorry. We have a semifinal between, nope, double derp. Reverse that derp. Undo that derp. Replace it with a completely different derp because we are going into our grand final. Alright, so we'll be looking for these guys. Need some copy for this, though. There's Noctis. I'm ready for this. I should have joined this tournament, honestly. I should have been playing this. I could have done this. Yes, it is different than Quake 3. Yes, you do have to run away. Yes, you do have to hide and set up traps. You have to do that in this game. Oh, we've also got third. If we do the third before final, I'm okay with that. I might have to strip down a little bit, though, so. It is warm in here. Cool, so it looks like we're going to do our third place match between Weapon and Alieno first. I'm okay with that. Cool, so we're going to have our bronze match first. Very cool. Means we get more games. I don't care if they do a final or a bronze first. As long as they're not this same time. All right, cool. Here we go. Why are you not tab completing? All right. So here we go. We've got Ursus and Noctis, our grand final here. Taking away Neymar and Didrik. Noctis, he's got that Ursus and he's going for the gold armor. If you got gold armor and Ursus, that's all you need. You know, GG. But he's also got that Hanzo now, giving him a lot of opportunity. Look at the way he's moving through the map. He's actually being fairly quick here. Didrik's already going to be gone, though, in the hands of Ursus. He's trying to do good use of it. Actually, that was a good switch up to Ixie. Very wise. Just don't hurt yourself with it because they do have splash damage. Like, at that range, don't use the shotgun, use the regular fire. I feel bad having to, like, tell these guys how to play the fucking game. All right. Now, these guys have done really amazing. They've stuck it out for 4 weeks playing in these qualifiers, and they probably would kick my ass. Oh, man. But that Didrik is dead now. Coming in on this gold armor was kind of risky for Ursus, but he made pretty well out of it, actually. Noctis popping through the teleporter, going up top. He's got no more ammo for his Hanzo, though. But there is ammo for the Hanzo, like, right to his right here. Yeah, there you go. Take that. He's got one more shot on that Ursus. The weapon advantage in the hands of Noctis at this point. Well, again, it's kind of a shady thing, because if Ursus can make, if Noctis can make good use of the Hanzo, then sure, weapon advantage, weapon advantage. Just use the angles, use the height, and get those shots in. Needs to make the hits, though. Ixie's vulnerable, but everything else on Ursus is at 100. He's just, like, tempting him, like, yeah, sure, hit me, whatever. But he switches back over to Tass, really? Okay, he still has, like, 5 more shots on that. There's the one. Did a lot of damage on that Neymar. They were really waiting for that Mega. It's not complicated, guys. It's 35-25. Same as Quake Live. Same timing. Now, would I like to see this game with, like, Quake World Mega Health mechanics? I don't know. Actually, no, I deliberately would not prefer that. Because you want the situations where you have to decide between going for weapon control or a Mega. So that Mega does need to be coming up consistently, like all the time. So yeah, it's the right choice. 25-35 is the right choice here. But that Ram Skull is pretty weak. Oh, but he dives right in for that Mega, tossing out a grenade ahead of him. His Didrik's going to be useful here, but it's not railable. I mean, it is railable, rather. In fact, most of his weapons are. He loses out his Ram Skull. He loses out his Ram Skull and his Ixie. Why was he there? Yeah, sure, I got the Mega. Time to get the fuck out of there because my weapons don't have any armor. Oh, that was rough, man. Ursus, why you do this to me? It doesn't matter. They're just going to go head-to-head and just, like, start spamming shit at each other. It's not the way the game should be played. Alright, but there's Mega back up. Take the lesson this time and get the fuck out. Nice grenade. Nice grenade. I like the grenades here. They're incredibly damaging. But they're silver armor controlled. And my god, we've got 6 weapons in control of Noctis here. He has a huge amount of advantage. We have only Didrik in the hands of Ursus. But that means that he should be able to stack it up pretty easily. He's got Mega, he's got 1 bronze. He's so focused on this Mega, though. Like, when shit gets real, that Didrik isn't going to be doing that much good. He's chasing with it. I don't know why he's chasing with it. He's lost the weapon. He's down a machine gun. Get the fuck out! Get out! Get out! Go get that Didrik back! See, even after he lost the Didrik, he still had plenty of health. He could have fought for it. He was so attached to that fight. He wanted to knock off something. Alright. Well, he's got the Didrik back anyway because Noctis dropped the ball. Alright, so Ursus is still in the danger zone for sure. Oh, there's 1 rail knocked off. And a little bit of grenade damage to hurt him as well. But he's still got Mega! Like, take that Mega and squirrel it away. Yeah, actually, he can presumably get this gold. There we go. Nice. Nice. But you cannot afford to cross the map when your opponent is, like, bearing down on you with that Hanzo. This is a good place for a Didrik. This is the best place for a Didrik. But he lost that as Didrik. He did damage. He knocked off a weapon. Leave. If you knock off a weapon, go get that weapon. Go. Go away. Leave. Leave, man. I feel bad as a caster because I'm saying that they're playing the game wrong. But, man, it's frustrating. There. Yeah, see? You knock off a Ram Skull. Fight's over. Leave the fight. Go get Ram Skull. Scroll away whatever stack you still have left after that fight and go get that Ram Skull. But now he's lost that Didrik, so effectively... Oh no, Didrik's actually still up. Don't fight, don't fight. Go get Didrik. Alright, alright. Still, go fucking get it. Making me mad. Making me mad. Waiting for this Mega. There, finally up. Was that worth it? Cool. Not really hitting many of those Hanzos, though. But Didrik is up. Why would you not care about getting a weapon that obviously won you the weapon that you have now? Okay, he seems kind of surprised, actually. Maybe he didn't know that he had the opportunity to go get Didrik. But see, this is good. 2 minutes ago, he had 1 weapon. Now he has 2 weapons. This is Wickland. This is the way the game should be played. That's progress for Ursus here. Now he sees Noctis at Mega. That means he could possibly beat him to this gold armor. Yep, there, gold armor's up. Get the grab. Now congrats. Now you have a fully stacked up, well, relatively fully stacked up Ram Skull. Your opponent still has a bunch of weapons, but the balancing factor is that he can't keep full armor on all of his weapons all the time. His Ursus is kind of weak. His Ixie's kind of weak. Oh my god, but Ram Skull got knocked off. Beautiful Hanzo shot. So still, like, leave the fight. Go get some health. Go get some armor. You have that Didrik. You can, like, fight for that Ram Skull with that Didrik. Or go get gold armor. He's going to lose. Yeah. Now he's lost exactly what he gained a few minutes ago. So we're back to where we were, actually, with only Didrik in the hands of Ursus. But now he's only got 25 points of armor on his human. He's got that Mega, though. Oh, that rail, though. I like that. I see the push and I see the damage. Or rather, see the push and hear the pain sound a long time before I see the damage actually on the HUD. There's still a little bit of latency there. But, you know, beta game. All these things are surely going to be polished up very soon. I have faith. But he's got that Didrik back, and he's got a gold armor on that Didrik. This is good. But Noctis actually waits it out, looking to do the damage. And yeah, sure, because he's got so many weapons to maintain. If you can knock the one weapon off of Ursus and then keep that Didrik away from him, he's won the game. And the fact that that Didrik is keeping him alive is actually a testament to the game's balance, because, yeah, I've only got the one weapon. My opponent has a huge advantage, but I could seriously fuck him up with Didrik. That's why it's important that the health on these weapons isn't just health and it's just 80% armor, because you're still doing health damage. That Didrik still will chew through all of your armor and kill your human. So, naturally, Noctis is kind of doing the right thing here. He's wanting to do damage at range, keep that Didrik from really becoming a factor in these fights. Oh, and he's ready here. He's looking for the trap. There it is with the Tass. Very nicely done. Not a whole lot of damage, though. Did he get that hit on with Hanzo? Not so much. But Ursus is coming back in with it. Alright, so what opportunities does Ursus have here? He needs to, you know, take away that 1 mega, which is always an opportunity for him to lose his weapon. But then he needs to find Noctis, and actually he needs to trap out those corridors going to silver armor. That corridor is where Didrik just shines. So anytime that Noctis goes for silver armor, or gold armor for that matter, then he needs to punish that. But he's just baiting him into all these fights here in the Mega Room, which is where that Hanzo has the most opportunity to kill Ursus. Now he's lost out that one item. This is game. This is game. He doesn't have anything. Yep, GG. So Noctis takes that one. And that'll be map number 1, I believe. So Noctis with the map advantage here in our grand final. I think it's still best of 3. Alright. But here we go, back over in Ixie Jail. And we'll see if Ursus learned his lesson from last time. Or Noctis learned his lesson from last time. These guys were actually both in the very first qualifier. So Ixie, Hanzo, and Ursus take it away. Over on Ursus' side, we've got, I know it's confusing, name and the weapon having the same name, but we've got Neymar, Didrik, and Ramskull. And I like the fact that these guys are legitimizing Neymar. I mean, a lot of the time when I play, Neymar's just like that, well, at least he doesn't have Neymar. But these guys are actually making good use of it. I really like the idea of the weapons having enough personality that, you know, they have different values to different players. But his Neymar's down 15. It's not good. Yeah, Neymar's knocked off. Down to Ramskull and Didrik. Gonna go for that gold armor. Make good use of it. Oh, but Mega's gonna be up. He's throwing out those slow rockets. They also home a bit. But I think their main value is in the fact that they're slower speed. Same, like, slightly slower fire rate, but the slow speed means that you can, like, bunch them up a lot more. Oh my god, 3 perfect grenades added that Didrik. My god. Ursus just did some amazing damage, but it's gonna be knocked off here. This is gonna be a rough fight. Down 8 hill, 6, 4, 2, and Ursus takes that map. I don't actually really blame him. Those 3 grenades on that Neymar were absolutely amazing. He won that with 7 health, though. That was risky. That's not the way I would play it, but he took that anyway. So that'll be 1-1 here. Final map of our grand final now, guys. Get hype. Gonna be good stuff. And it's gonna be on Hanzo. I'm sorry, on Ursus Fort. Neymar taking that away. Didrik in the hands of Ursus. Gonna be a big fight over that Hanzo, actually. Trying to nail on these grenades, but none of them are connecting. He's down to 14 points of armor so far, and he doesn't need to be so aggressive here. He does not need to be so aggressive. We've got everything to lose by just going face to face, like in the first 15 seconds. I know I've, like, had the idea of having, like, 125 or 150 health off his spawn before, but it's not gonna matter if they just, like, rush each other right off the bat. There's no point. Too random. Yes, the game will be random if you both have one weapon and you just, like, rush at each other. Oh my god, you got nice grenades, though. This is the way Didrik is supposed to be played. But up those stairs, Noctis has a lot of advantage here. Yet going for the higher ground, completely nullifying that Didrik. Didrik's dead now, by the way. Ursus lost him on out, and we've got Noctis with Hanzo, a little bit of Tass, and that Neymar. which means Didrik will be spawning here in just a moment. Oh, but he fucked up the jump. This isn't Warsaw where you can hit somebody and keep them from jumping. You could still do a wall jump. Alright. So got a 4-3 weapon split. And I would say that Noctis has the disadvantage here having that Neymar, but that changes completely if he happens to start using that Neymar. Neymar's useless if you don't use him. Nice Hanzo though, knocking off that Didrik once again. Ursus switching to that Ursus, and yeah, dude, use more Ursus for sure. Good attrition damage out of that Tass. Tass is a very good stay the fuck away from me weapon. I'm gonna punish you for everything that you miss. Didrik's up. Ursus gets the grab. Which is, again, effective and equivalent to getting 100 points of armor. Nice mega grab there. All of his weapons are weak, though. He really needs to start focusing on the silver and gold armor room. And Didrik's dead again. That Hanzo's looking kind of weak, though. He's got plenty of Tass. I'm not sure if he has any ammo for it, though. And yeah, actually, collecting ammo is still a critical factor in this game. I mean, not only do you have to control weapons, armor, mega, and position. I mean, ammo is still a vital thing. You sometimes need to give up your position just to go get some more Tass ammo. But he's got plenty here, actually. Oof. So he's picking up plenty of armor for his Tass. Apparently, you know, if you can make a good hit out... Oh my god, that was beautiful Tass work. If you can make a good hit out of, like, the shock rifle mode of that, it's worthwhile. He's going to be out of ammo on that Tass, so he needs to switch up. He's done a lot of damage. And this is the time for Ursus to fucking leave. This is the time for him to get the fuck out of the fight. There's nothing to get here. You're not going to have any worth, you know, sitting up there waiting for that Didrik to come up. You're going to get railed twice in a row. And that's exactly what happens. That's what gets Noctis the game. That's what gets Noctis the title, taking away first place in the ESL Grand Final of the Wickland Cup. But guys, we've got one more game here left to go. We've got our bronze fight between Weapon and Alieno. And I'm going to go find that. But congrats to Noctis. Congrats to Ursus for taking second place. But Noctis is going to be enjoying a brand new monitor. Thanks to AOC. We have an OCZ SATA drive going to Ursus there. But now we're going to be having Alieno and Weapon play for an X-Pad and an X2, yeah, a thing. I think it's headphones and a gamepad? Oh no, a mouse pad maybe? Yeah, I think. I'm going to go find them. And once again, thank you to the ESL admins and thank you to MadRam Software for having the game, for having this amazing tournament so far. But we're going to go into this third place game here pretty soon. And then I can go eat. Oh, did they go somewhere else? There he is. Keep my eye on him. But I hope people are starting to be able to see, like, how this is significantly different than the way Quake Duel plays out. Like, the pacing is, like, there's some real rhythm to it. I like it. I like it a lot. Yeah, it needs tweaks. Everything needs tweaks. But you know us Quake players, we'll tweak things until they're dead, so... I like the game as it stands, like, fairly well. Alright, but we should have this third place game here in just a little bit. Oh. Where'd they go? There they are.
Fight!
Really need to find that, don't I? Alright, so we've got Alieno not taking away that Tass. It's going to be in the hands of Weapon. Only with that Tass so far. And we've got Ramskull and Ixie and Neymar and Didrik in the hands of Alieno. So he's got 4 weapons right off the bat. Oh my god, he got the Hanzo too? What? Alright, that's Weapon's fault. Tass and Ursus. Okay, cool. He's at a huge disadvantage here. But we're going to have to see what he can do with it. I mean, this map... okay. Attack the top of the gold armor. That's one opportunity he has. Do a little bit of... yeah, careful though. You can do a bit of Tass damage from the entrance here. That was a good place for him to start this. But is it really going to be worth fighting over it? I don't know. Mid-map here with Ursus can be kind of doable, but I'm kind of iffy about the whole thing, though. He took away armor for the Tass, though, not having any ammo for it. Oh, man. Nice Hanzo shot. And again, this is Hanzo grounds. This is the place where Hanzo is definitely OP. So we've got 5 and a 2 split here. Mega back in the hands of Alieno. Just held on to this Tass, though, waiting for this gold armor to come up. And really, he should throw it. Yeah, throw it on versus have 2 fairly stacked up weapons. And actually, going for the silver armor wouldn't be the worst thing in the world for him right now. I mean, yeah, he's got that Didrik, and those grenades are going to make that dangerous, but he's got Ursus as well. 200 ammo for that Tass, okay, not bad. And yeah, you can punish him for the drop down, but yeah, now he's leaving. Not a bad idea at all. You can go get silver armor here. He can still be stacking up a lot. But now he needs to look for an opportunity to do damage. On the other hand, things aren't going to get significantly better for Alieno. Like, he's got weapons, he's got armor, but there comes a point where you've got 5 weapons, and you just cannot keep them all fully armored all the time. They're going to be rotting. Nice Didrik. So it's up to Alieno to, like, bring the fight to weapon and use the fact that he has... Oh my god, that Neymar switch was amazing. Oh, that's going to be incredibly painful. Down to 8 health. He's on the run, taking away the health files as he can. There's that 25 health up above the gold armor. And he got away with that with his life, but he lost out the weapon. Is that Ursus going to be in the hands of Alieno here pretty soon? Yes, it is. That's 1 weapon now for weapon. So now Alieno has all of the advantage. Should be able to use it here. He's waiting for this silver armor. Is he just going to wait for like 1 more mega and then go right face? Is that the idea? Maybe. I mean, it can be really hard to find your opponent here. Yeah, weapon doesn't really have anywhere to run. Good use of Neymar once again. Because all of these weapons, like, use Ursus. Give Ursus a little bit of time here, but yeah, that'll be it. GG on Hanzo grounds. That'll be a quick 1-0 for Alieno. Just about 3 minutes in. 4 minutes in. And we're going to be doing Ixie Jail. Is that the idea? Yep, looks like it. Unless they're going to be voting here. Oh, damn it. I never changed my... Yeah, I'm bad at this. I'm really bad at this, so... There. I never changed my semifinal to grand final. I'll have to edit that in for the YouTube video. Sure. Alright, so... We've got Neymar, Tass, and Ixie in the hands of Alieno, actually. Oh my god, beautiful Ramskull shots, though. Followed up with that Hanzo. Did he actually nail that in? Even if he didn't, those were his 2 very good opening shots. Wait, is he going to go for the Didrik? Yes, he is. So that's going to be a 4-weapon lead there for Alieno. For weapon, actually. He's coming in with grenades, though. Looking to nail it in. And making really good use of that pillar. That's some expert positioning. And he comes back in with that Ramskull, knocking off that Didrik. But that last little bit with Neymar will do it. And that'll give Alieno that game. So we've got Alieno taking the bronze very, very quickly. That was like 1 minute. This is why I love this game. Alright, so guys, I think that's it, guys. So we've had a solid month of Wickland games. We've had a lot of streamers covering this. Thank you, MadRam and ESL, for letting me cover the finals. Really good games. Congrats to Ursus. Congrats to Noctis. Congrats to Alieno for taking the bronze there. And thank you to everybody for playing, for checking out the game. I'm sure that the feedback has been incredibly valuable to MadRam. I cannot wait to see more coming out of this game. And really, I mean, the game's in a fairly complete state here. We still got, you know, some polishing to do with, like, feedback and spectator and some, like, little gameplay tweaks. But these guys have kept the game under wraps for a very long time before showing it off. And in this day and age of people getting over-attached to early access games and getting overly attached to, like, Kickstarters and things like that, where things are kind of shown off, like, at a really early stage, I admire this decision by MadRam to have some really good art, have some really solid gameplay fundamentals before letting the game go public. So thank you guys. Let me check up with the admins here and make sure that I'm not missing any statements that they want to make. Alright, so yeah, thank you guys so much. I'm going to have one more shout out to the sponsors here who have provided monitors and drives and headphones and things of that nature. So guys, I'm going to go get some food, but stay tuned because tomorrow we're going to be having King of the Hill for Quake Live. And also on Saturday, of course, we're going to be continuing our coverage of the Quad Damage Tournament with the Quake 4 portion. So guys, I will catch you on the flip side. GG's everybody.